This is unacceptable. Particularly since the developer does not propose to do anything with that drain or this boundary.
Just a minute, and to get this down properly, this is totally unacceptable.
Well, it's unacceptable because the developer, particularly since the developer is not proposing to make any improvements to the drain or...
It just takes a bit of time, particularly since the developer...
It is hard, isn't it?
Oh, she's doing a grand job.
...is not... what?
Proposing to make any improvements to this drain.
Yeah.
Or the wall to make it impermeable. So then if I lived on Lincoln Draft, I'd be appalled. So already
down to the front.
We are lucky with it. We've got 4 points, haven't we?
But yeah, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
We're all happy with those.
I'll type that bit up tonight and send it to you. But I won't be doing it all.
No, we need to get that one in. Are we all happy with those?
100%. Grand job, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opposed?
Sorry,
Opposed,
proposed.
Doris?
Proposed, Doris, seconded. Sorry,
Joyce? Colin? John?
Not doing it.
all in favour.
All in favour? Okay.
100%.
I'll send them to you and you send them.
Yes?
Right.
Yeah.
I'll send them to you tomorrow.
Well,
By
if you-
tomorrow night.
If you send them to the clerk, I'll come in to the, and do them from the clerk's
Okay.
computer.
Oh, that's better.
And it comes formal
It does.
from these offices.
Right,
Right, that's planning, I think. It should. We don't know when it's going to committee yet. The area committee, it might. Colin, when's your agenda come out for the area committee?
That should probably be next week.
So we'll know.
Yeah.
If it is, if you can let us know, Colin.
Yeah, we'll do.
Because I think, as Peter said at the last meeting, Councillor Peter Hanson, there wasn't that many residents there. I think it would help them if there was.
Yeah.
We know it's at the next area committee. Let us sort of know, round robin style. Where's the agenda gone?
We're on to other meetings, reports.
We are. Well, so we've done the plan 2 planning. There's no appeals. There's no delegated list being sent around. I'm not aware of any reports or meetings with other organisations since the last meeting. So there's none. Finance, is as your agenda. There's one
It's 10 now.
report.
Oh, reports from other meetings.
There wasn't
There wasn't
any.
any.
Right, yeah,
Sorry, I have to
sorry,
slow down from there. Yeah, but not for you.
Yes, you do.
But
Yeah.
not to
Right,
criticize it
finance.
anyway, Vera. 11, we've got, there's 5 bullet points and then there's the payment list. Does anybody have any questions on the first 5 or need any explanation, or is everybody happy? Or is there any questions? Because if not, we'll make them all together.
I'll propose that, Chris, yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4,
All
5.
at once.
5 bullet points.
Yeah. Proposed by John, seconded Doris or Colin. Yeah, all agreed.
Yeah.
Then I just mentioned we've done all this.
Can it? Yes.
Yeah.
On
The actual payment.
We're on to the payment list.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a slight alteration, please.
Could I suggest that we, instead of having bullet points, we call them for the minutes A, B, C, D?
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
And then the F, which is Vera's got some explanation
Yeah.
on the new
Well,
payment list, have you?
it's just one which I want to, it's next to the bottom where it says, well actually I've given you all the photocopy with my crossings out on.
Yeah.
Katie must have thought that this Pioneer Press was for the service sheets for Remembrance Sunday.
Ah.
It wasn't. That's been sorted. This was for the donation we give to the church together Christmas card, so we can
Right.
send the Christmas card out to everybody in the village. We know we're only 440 in the list for it. Now this bill's coming at 482. So, we need to be mentioning to the churches together that we need size with better quote, maybe, or whatever. It's just what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
And do we okay this extra £42 on this year's allocation?
I
Well,
think we have to
Yeah.
do that, but ask the question, ready for our finances next time.
Yeah, but we're setting the, but we're setting the budget tonight for next time.
I think we need to.
Oh,
That's it.
I think.
Yeah.
I think what's happened is 482 will be included in the map. I think what we need to make clear to the committee is that they need to furnish it us with the VAT invoice, or get the invoice care of to Town Council, and then if you don't do it that way, this next year they'll have to make up the under. They'll have to make up the difference. I think we could put something.
Oh, that's too low, sorry.
Yes, I am right.
I looked at it, yeah, you're right. Isn't it? Yeah, it's
It's not battable. All right. Okay.
All
All right. Retract.
Yeah, it isn't battable.
It isn't battable. Right. So you're proposing that we make the payment and it's the additional 82, 42. With this, it's not going to be a problem.
No,
Okay.
we make that, but just make it known to churches together.
Okay. Well, that's.
It is a wonderful thing.
There
of course,
were new houses in Salzburg, which probably is the first time that they've been 20, 30.
Very well, very possibly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, it's lovely that everybody's getting a card and
Yeah.
it's
As long as we
almost
know
all
like
church.
next.
Yeah.
Is there any other question? Because you've all been submitted as sent an addition, an update to payment list. Is there any further questions that could we move those? Somebody propose those,
Yeah.
John, Joyce, all agree that those payments be made? Okay. That's that. You've got the proposal second down.
Yeah, thank you. You're doing good, Roy, you're doing good.
Well, we're all doing okay.
Yeah.
12, right, so that's finance dealt with. Number 12 is the adoption of the updated standing orders and financial regs, which were previously circulated. Propose those? Yeah, proposed John, seconded Morris, or Colin, all agreed? Okay. The 13 is I think it's quite straightforward now. It's the 3 quotes that we received. Oh, is everybody clear what's going on at Cemetery Road before we go any further?
Yeah, I'd like to have a word on this before we go any further with it, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I went down to Cemetery Road, I've checked out the lighting systems there, and I'm a bit confused, me being an electrical contractor. They're saying they're going to put new 250 watt LED floodlights in all 3 quotes. But one says 260, I don't have to misprint it on.
I suspect it's a misprint.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, all I'm looking at is that I've tried all electrical wholesalers around here to try and get a quote for 250 watt LEDs and they don't make them. They make a 200 watt and a 300 watt. I think what they're referring to is, well, it's important because the 200 watt one's 85 quid and the 300 watt one's 150 quid. And I think what they're referring to is that they're replacing the metal halide ones that are in now at 250 watts a bulb with the replacement same size LEDs. Well, the same size, it's only a bit technical this, but the same size LED, the 250 watt metal halide, is only 150 watts and they're only 75 quid a piece. So all these prices on here to me just seem, I know I think what Malcolm Baines is quoting for, if that's what he's saying, he's going to put 200 or 300 watt ones in for that money, it's a good price. But I don't understand the details of the 250 watt LEDs because I don't make them.
No, well, I don't.
No.
I haven't seen the quote from Malcolm Baines.
I just read this tonight and I checked it earlier on to see if I was going to put a quote into doing the work, but it's quite a good price.
Yeah. quotes put together?
Have a look.
That was the original from Pendle. This is the one, this was the sales and spotlighting that
Yeah.
that was that one. They said that was a ridiculous one at 10,600. And then this was the one from Malcolm Baines. And it just says, well, I'll pass it down if you want, but it just says, to supply and fit 8-numbered 250 watt LED fittings to replace the existing floodlights on the posts at Cemetery Road Recreation Ground. And then it gives you a price, and all totals are subject to VAT. All wiring complies with the 18th edition of the IEE wiring regulations. So, I'm not an electrician, and we're assuming that is on there. Do you
Yeah,
want
well,
to have a word with them, John, or what?
Well, I'd just be interested to see, it's a big difference in price. A 300 watt one's 140 quid a light, and a 150 watt one's only 75, 80 quid a light.
You're replacing the old light, can't they?
Sorry?
You're replacing the old,
They're replacing the 2 spotlights on the top of each pillar, on the top of each lamp
the
post.
lamp itself, not just the bulb.
No, they're replacing the lamps. The lamps that are there now are metal halide lamps,
Yeah.
and they're 250 watt in each light.
Yeah.
And to replace a 250 watt metal halide light, can't say that word right, with an LED one, the same amount of light output you get with a 150 watt bulb, a
Yeah.
150 LED floodlight, which are only about 75 quid to buy. If you go to a good quality one, a 300 watt one, they're 150 quid to buy. And when you get an 8 of them, there's a lot of difference in cost. I'd like to know exactly what he's doing. I'm happy with the quote. I'm not saying the quote's expensive, too expensive,
No.
but I'd like to know what we're getting for our money.
Yeah,
Well, it says we're getting 8-numbered 250.
But they don't make one.
but they don't make
I'd like to
that.
ask them, you know, they make a model of these 250
Would you do that then?
Yeah, I can do that.
So,
Just to clarify that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just say, with Katie being off, on behalf of the council, you've been asked to
Yeah.
clarify.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that
yeah. I mean,
all right?
if he's putting 200 or 100 or 300 watt LEDs up in place of them, it's a decent price. It's a decent price for doing the job. But if he's only putting 150 watts in, it's
It's not
expensive.
going to be right.
No.
Well, if we photocopy that afterwards, we give a copy to John.
Well, this is
I can
occasional,
phone up
kind of
the
original anyhow.
All right.
Yeah. All right, I can do that.
Do they have to hire a machine to do it, to get up there?
That is down to
Whichever
there, that's up to them
that's
in
up to
their
them.
price.
Again, on that point, Maurice, I had a look at it, and it appears to me that those are lamp standards that you can undo the clip at the front and they actually drop down, so you can get at them without having to get a machine.
Right.
So you don't need to hire a machine for it, like our other quote says.
So why does on Pendle Borough Council it says lift a mile?
Well, they might not have been down on,
They
they
might
might
not
not know this.
They'll just, it's just a
They won't
normal
do
having
And
again.
the other thing as well, I checked the light sensor on the side of the metal cabinet, the electricity, and that didn't appear to want to work properly either.
No.
So it might have been worthwhile having a look at the light sensor on the side.
Yeah. Well, given that, given those questions and the...
I'll have a word with them and see.
Yeah, well, we did just defer that and bring it back to the, sorry, a few weeks off the February meeting. So we can't make a decision if we've got those questions that still need to be answered. And it would be useful to, if they're going to, the question about that, I presume that's if the door opens it should go off, is that what
No.
I'm saying?
No, it's got a light sensor inside. It's got a time clock inside it that gives you the time that it's on and off.
Yeah.
But if it's like a light night, there's a light sensor,
Yeah.
a photocell on the side of the box. It's only about 20 mil wide. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And it doesn't appear to work because I tried putting the timer on full and I
Yeah.
covered the light sensor up.
Yeah.
Unless every light in there doesn't work, it didn't come on.
Yeah.
So it needs possibly looking at as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's something that I'll have a word with them and see what they say.
Well, it would be sensible to look at that, and if they're going to do that,
But
the light sensor wants to be up out of the way, doesn't it?
No, it can't. It's got to go on the box because they've all got to come on at once. You could put a light sensor on each pole, but then you might have one on and one off, different light sensor, and you've got to have one control inside to do them all.
Right.
I'll have a word with them and see, Chris.
Yeah. Then report back to Katie, and we'll bring it back to the February meeting. Because there's still 2 of them on, isn't there? It's not totally darkness.
I couldn't get into it when I was there.
Well, when I went down after Duncan Christmas was raised, I got 2 of them working. Okay,
I would-
we're all happy on that?
No, well,
All right, so can I propose that we defer the matter to the 24th meeting and wait to hear back on John's inquiries?
Yes.
Seconded?
there's proposal on that.
Right.
Seconded.
Doris. And thank you, John, for your input.
And John's going to, yeah.
Great, do you want that? Contact. Where is it? Edit. Pass that down to John. Pass that down, Doris.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Okay. 13. Right. 14 is the request for some funding towards from the History Society. Earby District History Society have written to us asking for a contribution of £250 towards the publication costs of the book on the First World War Soldiers Remembered. Doris.
I heard that today that the History Society in Earby has been going, is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. Bob Edwards couldn't understand how he's kept going that long. I didn't think it was that long. So yeah, I would like to propose that we
Support this. Yeah.
donate, yeah.
So it's proposed and seconded that the donation, the grant request because all the paperwork's been submitted, you've seen it all online and the bank balances. So it's proposed by Doris, seconded by Colin, was it?
Yeah.
So that donation is £250, all in favour?
Yeah.
Fran? It is.
Oh, and if I just, the work you do for us, when we have our, the EV celebration in June, Bob and the History Society puts an exhibition up as well. On the Saturday that we're having in the hall,
Yeah.
History Society puts in.
It's just going to be in the community centre, isn't it? It's not going off anywhere else.
Yeah.
Eh? Well,
Well, we're using the centenary room.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it is. Yeah.
We do a jump all around.
Are you using the coffee bar in the other room? Or talk about it?
Where are we now?
It's all right, we're just in June. No, we're in the
Right, yeah, right, well, we're right, I'm with you.
Right, just where the band get changed in the afternoon.
Okay, back to the agenda then after we've been to the community centre.
No, don't be cheeky, it's the town council thing.
15 is the lighting repairs at the hostel. This is, I'm not really sure why these items ended up here, because this is our outstanding orders and there's new financial regs, anything up to £500 can be done by the clerk in consultation with the chairman. Maybe should premonition the caterers look to be poorly. So it can be done by either the chairman or the chairman of the committee. £45, which is to fix the light and put a new cover on. I think we just tell Malcolm Baines to get on with it.
I was going to say, we put a new bulb in last year, and the bulb was £17.50.
Yeah.
And it also took a scaffold or a machine, we had to get a machine to put it, which was like cost me 100 quid on. So if he can fix it for 45 plus VAT, please let him do it.
Yeah. So you're proposing that?
I'll propose it.
Second, before you have your pretty conversation about the other one, do you want to tell them to get on with the work?
Yeah.
Who
It's been authorised.
seconded that one?
You did.
I did not.
Yeah, yeah.
Joyce, thank you.
It's
Joyce.
going to get smacked, yeah.
Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce. You
Right.
just drove me out of hand while you haven't been here, you know.
Yeah. So, John will communicate that decision when he discusses the other matter with them.
I'll do it tomorrow, Chris.
Lovely, thank you. We've done 16. Item 17 is, well, it is as is. It's for council to consider. Is there any questions, any suggestions?
Yes.
It is for Katie to become a member of the SLCC,
What does that stand for?
Society of Local Council Clerks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's totally up for decision and discussion. John?
I'm just not knowing exactly what this society gives us back for our £254 yearly fee, I'd be interested to have a look and see. It's £15 joining fee in that fund, but we've got to commit to £254 a year as a subscription. What do we actually get back for that, and what gain will Katie get by being a member of it? That's all I'd like to know.
Yes, well, that's paperwork. I'll pass that down.
I didn't see it until it's come on tonight, so.
While John's reading that, it was something that cropped up in discussions the other month. So whether it's a professional body that represents clerks, so it's not necessary for the council to fund it, but they may wish to do.
Can you get that price and stuff from there?
Yeah, well, we have John's. There'll be briefings and there will be mentoring, won't there? But John's having a read through. So.
I've read enough. I think she should join it.
Right. And do you think the council should pay for it?
The council should pay for the money as well. For the,
Yes.
it's given us a bigger input in legal representation from a bigger body, not just put it all on Katie's head.
Yeah.
And she can go to them and relate to the problems that we're having of all kinds inside us. I think that would be a good thing to join for that membership, yeah. Because rules and regulations are changing all the time. It'd be very good to keep right abreast with them.
Okay.
So I would propose that we did that.
Are you proposing it? I'll second it.
No, Maurice, are you no amendment? No, just.
All in favour?
All right. I didn't know if you had hand up for an amendment.
No.
All in favour then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that back down. That's very interesting. That.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think what we should do is ask, November next year when we're doing the budget, ask Katie whether she can see value for money before we do next year's budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Do you want to have a read of it? Fine.
No, you're all right, thank you.
Yeah. We've done those. We've done 16. We've done that. Right. The budget. We're near there. Well, to the budget and preset for next year. Obviously, we didn't receive any other amendments, so it was. Did you all got the email of where we were? Yeah. Right. I've only one thing to report. Go on, you've got things.
No.
It's where was it? It wasn't last week. It might have only been this week. Kate, there's two things. Katie's asked to do half an hour less a week, half an hour less a day. So, because it was making it very tight for picking up and dropping off.
Yeah.
So that was. So that has an impact because she wants. So there's no reason. She's still here for 5.5 hours. It's at 6. So that has an impact on it. The other thing that kept alive was that she was saying that the figure on there that was put up for the budget was always higher than necessary, and that if you redid the calculation, there's potentially £4,000 to be taken off. Now, to be clear, that 4,000 still allows for is working on the new hours, is working on the remaining on the same pay scale, and the potential recommendation. It might not be, but all I'm saying, if we were to choose to save that 4,000, then we would still be prudent enough to be able to afford to pay the recommendation if it was at 10%, because it might be 5%. So I think that's £4,000 that the council should save. But I don't think we should save it all.
And it's not needed for anything else?
Well, there's a couple of things really.
Yeah.
I think because we have no idea what's going to happen with our lensmen, we need to put a contingency in there for training, or having to get somebody on a temporary contract that we might have to pay a bit more for. So I think suggest that we do take the saving, but we don't take it all. And where was the bit of paper? It was,
Don't forget, sorry, besides his normal maintenance duties and the repair work he's doing, when we get to summer, and he's not going to be back for summer, there's all plant watering as well. So there's a lot of hours to go.
we've already budgeted for those. We have budgeted for those.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. I think we cross that bridge.
Right, okay.
Report
Yeah,
out the next meeting, kind of just trying to stick
Yeah,
to the
we
budget.
have,
I do suggest that we make you. Sorry, Joyce.
Yes, Mr Chairman, I've seen talk about money in a bit over and that, and we have budgeted for the lensman, I thought already.
Yes.
So a while ago we did discuss about having somebody in to train up together with Katie, and that's what I was thinking about, probably use some of that money for that.
Well, we're
Is
not.
that still on the books?
Not at the moment, no, because since you've been out of the loop a little bit, which you understand has been
Yes.
poorly, but Katie's hours have increased significantly because of the workload. So at this moment in time, we don't need to worry about that. What I'm worried about is the immediate
Yeah.
suggestion of what we might need to do.
Yeah.
So when Katie went through it with me, when we spoke prior to the meeting, she explained that. I said, well, that's a significant amount the council need to be aware of. I suggest we should take it, but I think we should put a contingency in for staff training.
Yes.
We have to
Yeah.
train somebody up to get some of the tickets that Peter has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to cover the events. We don't know how good this hopefully will, recovery is good. But so I'm suggesting that we put 1,500, a new line in 1,500 of that 4,000 saving
Yeah.
as a contingency for training or lensmen to cover additional costs. And I'm quite happy for the match funding for community events to remain at 1,000. But I'm suggesting that 1,000 doesn't go far if somebody comes along like the Fun Day or the Field Fest or whatever. So that's my suggestions, but them are the only two changes I'm suggesting is that we take the 4,000, but we use 1,500 of it as a contingency
Yeah.
for lensman training or cover,
Yeah.
and that we add an additional 1,000 into the match funding for community events. But I'm quite happy not to have that 1,000 in, but if somebody were to come along,
Yeah. Yeah.
Next to
that's my only suggestions.
I think it's a good suggestion, Chris.
Yes.
Now, if you're happy with that, then that makes a difference.
Yeah.
For this council, the increase would be, if you're content with those figures, the increase over last year would be less than £3,000. It would be £2,819.25, which in respect of this council is 1.91%. I haven't yet put it in there, but if you're comfortable with that, then would somebody like to propose those minor amendments?
I propose those minor amendments after the figures out.
Seconded, yeah. Are we all
Is
happy?
that a JC and a CC?
Are you happy, Maurice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can we have a vote on those then?
Yeah.
So all in favour? Yeah. So that is carried. Do you want me to put that figure into the precept calculator to give you the impact on the
It's
band
just-
day?
You might as well complete it by
Yes,
every, might you?
You
Yeah.
just start this up.
If you
Yeah,
don't
get it
mind.
complete and done while we're here.
Just so that you're all aware of
What bands
when
we're
the
going to give
bills-
them?
I'll just
It just-
give you what he says on Dean's spreadsheet.
Right.